Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out of the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can just come over, or we can go somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Banana Man.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand.
I kind of like that about you.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to say as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Sayori.
Eh?
Ah! Hi, Banana Man!
Sayori, just now we weren't...
It's okay, Banana Man. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm really on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course!
Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Banana Man? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Banana Man. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? This is where I came up with the fact that I thought Monica, told her to go herself. Monica was right, maybe I should just... And then Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Banana Man. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Banana Man, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always knew what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. She dies either way. The last time I picked You'll Always Be My Dearest Friend. That's what I picked when I was playing with Presley. So, You'll Always Be My Dearest Friend? Okay. Sayori, you'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help to get things back to the way they were.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this.
Sayori.
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about the stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew the whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Banana Man. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees.
I shouldn't be laughing, but... This is so sad. Why am I laughing? I'm laughing and crying. Well, I had to try and keep the voice. Like, keep the voice, but like, at least with like pain.
No, this is staying in.
Alright, and the epic bit.
Yes.
Okay,
Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm just so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder, flashing me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should have done something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasing text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Banana Man! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. It must be the one she prepared to have all the poems we are performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Banana Man. I mean, especially when you were exchanged with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know.
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president after all.
No, it's because you can access the files and you know the freaking script.
You know everything about everyone.
Yeah, but I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here, but I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Oh, she's starting to sound real creepy. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? Pamphlets?
Is this how a recording's gonna be every day?
Yes. 100%. This is stupid energy. Recording at we need to record sometime at 1 a.m. or something when I'm super sleep deprived.
I won't be able to.
I know, I'm joking.
Oh, yeah.
But if you get me in my sleep deprived state, it's gonna be so much more funny.
True. If I end up being sleep deprived sometime.
Oh god, yes.
We are doing some type of
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I grab out one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It is different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before.
Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. And it repeats, get out of my head, over and over again. I'm not gonna do that, but get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Banana Man? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written, but more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Come closer.
Alright.
Walking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this.
Hold on. He's sounding like a tsundere now. Normally, dummy is what Natsuki says.
Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Saya. An exception has occurred. File that. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I knew what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession, that has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized screams still echoes in my ears. Why did I do something to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This was my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her. Walked her to school and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth any more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End. You ready? Title screen gets fucked up now.
Oh.
Just waiting. Oh, it's
Title
not responding.
screen.
Before we end the video, I just want to say if you haven't already considered joining my Discord, the link will be in the description down below. We're at just over 100 members and we have a really friendly community. There's plenty of sections for everything, and if there's not a section for something, just add it to the suggestion section and I'll get on it. Again, the link is in the description. Hope to see you there.